We expect to do more projects with Japan. Sunday Mail, local news. TICAD started in 1993 as a policy dialogue for African development between African countries and Japan. This dialogue was later joined by other partners, namely, the United Nations, the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, the World Bank and the African Union Commission, AUC. Apart from engaging in policy dialogue, TICAD also raises resources for Africa's development from Japan and other partners. African countries get to benefit from Japan's own experience in development. The Asian country has limited natural resources and has benefited from its own ingenuity and technology. For Zimbabwe, there are prospects of Japanese investment and technology transfer. TICAD 8 will be anchored on 3 pillars, namely, the pillar on realizing structural transformation for sustainable economic growth and social development. This pillar will emphasize the importance of partnership between Japan and Africa to encourage investment, to promote innovation from the private sector through encouraging collaboration between Japanese and African companies in technology transfer, and the strengthening of human resources development in order to accelerate structural transformation for inclusive and sustainable growth in Africa so as to achieve the aims of Agenda 2063 and the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. A number of initiatives will be undertaken under this pillar, such as the promotion of Japan's Green Growth Initiative with Africa, GGA, which will mobilize financial resources in climate adaptation and mitigation, including the use of Joint Crediting Mechanism, JCM, towards COP27 in Egypt in November 2022 and beyond. The second pillar is realizing a resilient and sustainable society which is looking forward to the post-COVID-19 pandemic era. It emphasizes resilient health systems, education, and environment sectors, among others. Pillar 3 focuses on realizing sustainable peace and stability. This pillar recognizes that good governance, democracy and the rule of law are the basis for the development, peace, and stability of Africa. In this regard, Japan and its partners in TICAD will continue to support African-led efforts geared towards preserving democratic principles, including inclusive, credible and transparent elections, as well as institution and capacity building and strengthening of governance. It is expected that the Yokohama Plan of Action will be subsumed into the Tunis Plan of Action for the TICAD 8 project implementation. There has been some progress in a number of areas, including maritime security, disaster risk management, renewable energy projects, education, training in various fields, as well as a number of soft programs and projects which were implemented under the Yokohama Plan of Action. These involved seminars and workshops. The onset of the COVID-19 pandemic then impacted negatively on some of the projects that had been lined up. However, this also gave way to the implementation of COVID-19 related projects as well as other health projects. Zimbabwe has also benefited from Japanese aid and project support. Examples are the one-stop border post at Chirundu, the Nyakamba irrigation scheme, rehabilitation of a section of the Chirundu-Makuti Road, procurement of cybersecurity equipment, medical equipment for Sally Mugabe Central Hospital, formerly Harare Central Hospital, Children's Ward, medical equipment for COVID-19 response, technical assistance for the development of geospatial information database, development of community-based tourism, etc. We now look forward to agreements for the Phase 2 of the road improvement of the northern part of the North-South Corridor, construction of a new bridge across Save River on the Muter-Masvingo Road, and support to the One-Stop Border Post (OSBP) program at Beitbridge. Indeed, the COVID-19 pandemic impacted negatively on the implementation of the TICAD 7 projects. To a degree, that is why the Yokohama Plan of Action has had to be rolled over into the Tunis Plan of Action. A lot of companies had to shelve their investment plans because of the pandemic, and the Japanese government would also have delayed the implementation of some projects because of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, especially during 2022. The areas of food processing, climate change adaptation technology, mineral beneficiation, heavy engineering, pharmaceutical manufacturing, etc. The ultimate goal of the TICAD process is to forge solidarity between Africa and Japan and the rest of the international community based on ownership and partnership, because African development can be achieved only by the concerted efforts of Africa and its development partners.